Have you ever felt like no matter how hard you try to improve your financial situation, you somehow end up in the exact same place? Maybe you've worked longer hours. Maybe you've read books about money. Maybe you've created plans, budgets, goals, and promises to yourself. And for a while, it feels like things are finally moving in the right direction. Then something happens. An unexpected expense appears. An opportunity slips away. A decision you thought was harmless creates another setback. And before long, you're wondering why progress never seems to last. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many people assume financial struggles are caused by a lack of knowledge. They believe the solution is finding the perfect investment, the perfect business idea, or the perfect strategy. But the interesting thing is that countless people already know what they should be doing. They know they should save more. They know they should avoid unnecessary spending. They know they should focus on long-term goals instead of short-term gratification. Yet they continue repeating the same financial patterns. Why? Because the real issue is often hidden beneath conscious awareness. It's a pattern that quietly influences decisions every single day. And until that pattern becomes visible, it tends to repeat itself over and over again. Think about it. Two people can receive the exact same opportunity. One uses it to create growth. The other somehow turns it into another struggle. Two people can earn the same income. One gradually builds security. The other remains trapped in constant financial stress. The difference isn't always intelligence. It isn't always education. And it certainly isn't always luck. Very often, the difference lies in the subconscious patterns shaping their behavior. Most people don't realize how much of their financial life operates on autopilot. The subconscious mind is designed to create efficiency. Instead of forcing you to analyze every decision, it creates habits, beliefs, expectations, and emotional responses. Over time, these patterns become automatic. The problem is that the subconscious doesn't distinguish between patterns that help you and patterns that limit you. It simply repeats what has become familiar. If financial struggle becomes familiar, the mind often recreates conditions that maintain that familiarity, not because it wants you to suffer, but because familiarity feels safe. Imagine someone who grew up hearing phrases like, "Money is hard to earn," "Rich people are greedy," "We never have enough," "People like us don't become wealthy." At first, these statements seem harmless. They're just words. But repeated over years, they can become deeply rooted assumptions. And assumptions influence behavior. Someone who believes money is difficult to keep may unconsciously avoid opportunities that could improve their situation. Someone who believes wealth changes people for the worse may feel uncomfortable becoming financially successful. Someone who expects loss may focus more on what could go wrong than what could go right. These reactions often happen beneath conscious awareness. That's why financial patterns can feel so confusing. You genuinely want more abundance. You genuinely want more freedom. Yet part of your subconscious may still be operating from an entirely different set of instructions. This creates internal conflict. One part of you moves toward prosperity. Another part quietly pulls in the opposite direction. The result is inconsistency. And inconsistency is one of the biggest reasons people remain financially stuck. Maybe you've noticed this in your own life. You feel motivated. You set a goal. You start making progress. Then suddenly your focus disappears. You become distracted. You procrastinate. You lose momentum. It feels random. But often there's a hidden pattern underneath. The subconscious is attempting to return to what feels normal. This is why lasting financial change rarely begins with money itself. It begins with awareness. Before a pattern can change, it must first be recognized. Think about the financial decisions you've made over the last year. What emotions were present? Fear? Stress? Guilt? Scarcity? Urgency? Many financial decisions are emotional long before they become logical. People often assume they are making rational choices, but emotions frequently shape the decision before logic arrives to justify it. For example, someone may make impulse purchases to temporarily escape stress. Another person may avoid investing because uncertainty creates anxiety. Someone else may reject opportunities because success feels unfamiliar. The external behavior appears different, but beneath the surface, a subconscious pattern is driving the action. And here's where things become even more interesting. The subconscious mind pays close attention to repetition. Whatever you consistently focus on tends to become reinforced. If your attention constantly revolves around financial problems, your mind becomes highly skilled at identifying more problems. If your attention repeatedly focuses on lack, scarcity begins to feel normal. This doesn't mean pretending problems don't exist. It simply means understanding that attention shapes perception. And perception influences behavior. Imagine walking into a room filled with hundreds of objects. If someone tells you to find everything red, your attention naturally filters for red objects. You begin noticing them everywhere. The same principle applies to financial opportunities. People who constantly expect obstacles often find obstacles. People who train themselves to notice possibilities often discover possibilities that others overlook. The external world may be the same. The difference lies in what the mind is prepared to see. This hidden filtering system affects far more than most people realize. It influences confidence. It influences risk tolerance. It influences persistence. It influences creativity. And ultimately, it influences results. Many people spend years trying to change their circumstances without ever addressing the mental pattern producing those circumstances. It's similar to trimming the leaves of a plant while ignoring its roots. The visible problem may temporarily improve, but eventually the same pattern grows back. Real transformation often begins at the root level, at the level of belief, at the level of identity, at the level of expectation. Ask yourself a simple question. What do you genuinely believe about money? Not what you want to believe. Not what sounds positive. What do you truly believe deep down? Do you believe wealth is available to you? Do you believe opportunities are everywhere? Do you believe financial growth is possible? Or do you secretly expect disappointment? Do you assume success belongs to other people? Do you feel uncomfortable imagining yourself financially free? These questions matter because beliefs influence behavior even when you're not consciously aware of them. The good news is that patterns are not permanent. The brain has an incredible ability to adapt. New experiences create new associations. New thoughts create new pathways. New habits create new expectations. This process doesn't happen overnight, but it does happen. And it often starts with small shifts, a new perspective, a new decision, a new level of awareness. Many people report significant changes after they begin paying attention to the thoughts and assumptions surrounding money. Not because a magical event suddenly occurs, but because awareness changes behavior. Behavior changes actions. Actions create different outcomes. And different outcomes gradually reinforce a new identity. The cycle begins to work in your favor instead of against you. Imagine waking up each day without constantly expecting financial struggle. Imagine approaching opportunities with curiosity instead of fear. Imagine making decisions from confidence rather than scarcity. Even before your bank account changes, your relationship with money begins to change. And that internal shift often becomes the foundation for external results. The hidden pattern keeping many people financially stuck is not always a lack of resources. It is often a lack of awareness regarding the beliefs, emotions, and expectations quietly shaping every financial decision. Once that pattern becomes visible, something powerful happens. You stop reacting automatically. You start choosing intentionally. You begin recognizing the thoughts that no longer serve you, and little by little, the old pattern loses its influence. Financial freedom isn't only about what happens in your bank account. It's also about what happens in your mind. Because when the subconscious stops working against your goals, you create space for new possibilities to enter your life. If this message resonated with you, take a moment right now and reflect on the financial patterns you've been repeating without realizing it. Sometimes a single moment of awareness can reveal something that has been influencing your life for years. Share your thoughts in the comments below. What is one belief about money that you're ready to let go of? Your experience may inspire someone else who is going through the same struggle. If you enjoy content about manifestation, abundance, subconscious reprogramming, and building a healthier relationship with wealth, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. And if you're ready to go deeper, check the link in the description and the pinned comment for additional resources designed to help you develop a more empowered money mindset and create new patterns that support prosperity. Thank you for watching, and remember, the moment you become aware of a hidden pattern is often the moment it begins to lose its power.